Sit. Good Lord.
My phrase was, the worst is yet to come. Do you want me to explain why I said that? Do you want me to explain why I said that? Because rates have been going up, but they're yet to bite. They are still going up some more, and the impact of higher rates we start feeling with some lag.
So I agree that monetary and fiscal policy need to work together, not just at the domestic level, but also globally. That we have a situation now where each country is self-insuring against bad outcomes, and the overall result is suboptimal. But there's a big issue here, is that unfortunately, policymakers have amplified volatility rather than manage the volatility. We've seen this in the UK. The last bout of volatility is all from the policymakers.
Colombia basically talked about the need.
All of us are operating in a different risk environment, and mistakes will be punished. And that's true for any country. So that's first thing. The second is, yes, in that environment, institutions matter. The transparency, the guidelines, the restrictions that come with institutions help guide both monetary and fiscal policy, so they matter. Thirdly, the numbers need to add up, and that goes back to the second point and the first point. And then the next point is that because we're in a world where we've had a series of supply hits and we'll have more, you need a cohesive growth strategy. A growth strategy has to be comprehensive.
Institutions which at that time were only 10% to meander in the wilderness. And as you said,
the market cost is too high for us, so we cannot even explore the markets in the near future. And also because inflation is going up and is going to stay up for longer, our debt service obligations in foreign currency are increasing. And what we decided to do is not to wait for it to happen. We have to start looking at how do we better manage our liabilities. For example, our domestic liabilities, we've been able to shift our loans from short tenors to medium and longer term tenors. We have to do the same thing for our international borrowings as well, bilateral loans, and even some of the concessional loans, that the periods should be stretched to give us more fiscal room. While we are working to increase revenue, to improve on our revenue to debt service.
As a finance minister community within the European Union, we're also clear that not only is part of the answer to the need for a new growth model how we supercharge where we are with renewables, but it's also part of the security model for Europe for decades ahead. And if I look at the priorities that governments have, investment in lower carbon technologies, investment in renewables hasn't been altered at all by the effect of the war. In fact, the commitment to it has deepened.